What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Swissboy. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Ra. His name is OdinKing, the 12th. We've been over this before, how he is the 12th king of the Odins. However, he's currently playing Ra in this game, which does mean he is cheating on his Odinhood. And as a result, he will be whipped by 50 lashes by the high priest of Njord, who will really show him what's up. But the map is Mediterranean, everyone's favorite map. Obviously, the most balanced map where Greek doesn't win nearly 90% of the time. So we will definitely won't be seeing Poseidon win this matchup here on the water at the very least, or at least not get a huge advantage in the early game, followed by throwing it away later and allowing the Ra player to win. So that's totally fine. So we're moving over here. We do see the relic. We've got the Kythera of Apollo up here. Good relic for OdinKing to be picking up. This is going to help out the wood income for OdinKing quite a bit, especially with this really bad tree line here. So what's going to happen is after these first, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trees fall, this is going to be a really bad wood line. But with the Kythera of Apollo, they're going to be able to move between it, and you're going to lose a little bit less wood. But all that being said, I'm very confused as to why OdinKing goes to this one instead of this one. Both have a very nice watchtower. In fact, this wood line was also quite good. This one is good. They've all got a nice watchtower or sentry tower, so that defends them. So very confused as to the decisions there from OdinKing, but it is what it is. Let's check over here for Swissboy's build. Ooh, 6 villages on wood. Definitely not standard here for Poseidon. Generally speaking, you go for 5 villages on wood, and you're going to get 8 or 9 fishing ships and advance at 330. With 6 villages on wood, you kind of throw a little bit of your advantage away, because the advantage sort of comes in the ship numbers, and I'm not sure 10 fishing ships helps out much more than 9, and that's pretty much all you're going to get extra here. We do see the temple coming up for Swissboy, unless he's just vibing this build order a little bit, and he's still going to just go with the 8 and the 330, or maybe the 9 and the 330. I don't know exactly how it's going to be, but yep, that's how it goes. We do have the lure down, so very easily able to gather the food to advance. If we check out Swissboy's economy here, he does need to throw down a house. The house is coming up. Good job remembering that one. OdinKing, on the other hand, the question is, how's he going? He is doing the 430 build. This is a build that... Oh, did he stuff it up? This temple will go down, and it's going to be up for, I believe, 345. So... That should be a 445 advance time. A touch late. I think the best Mediterranean times in the current meta are all 430 builds, and so we'll probably see a little bit of delay here. Oh no, Swissboy does get the. He gets the 10 fishing ships and the 330. I guess you can afford to put the extra villager on wood here as Poseidon, because reasons. I guess you don't have to build a granary, so that's why. If you're Zeus or Hades, that extra villager there would set you back, but with Poseidon, you get that extra fishing ship out. Oh, he gets a 11th fishing ship. He's going for more fishing ship. That's wild. How's his wood situation going? Very low. Surprised to see him throw the dock on this side. All of his fishing ships are on this top side, so he needs a dock here for these 3 fish, for these ones as well. And maybe even sending one of these fishing ships over to the bottom side here wouldn't be a bad idea. Very inefficient there, but that's totally fine. OdinKing throwing up his own dock here. Kythera of Apollo going into the temple. Village is going to be speedy. Look at this speed now. 4.18. They've got the zoomies. They've had some of that German snuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah. The dock's coming up, but a little bit late. Swissboy going through Hermes, not taking advantage of the Ares in this matchup, though not going to matter all too much because he's going to have that big range advantage. And we'll see what happens here. So OdinKing can very easily fight this for a little bit, but when the numbers start getting big, the micro starts getting very difficult. But we'll see if Swissboy's up to the challenge. He does move in, pushes off this location. He's going to be building cabinets from 2 docks and should be building them from the 3rd dock as well. Yeah, we can see OdinKing with a lot of resources in the back. He's actually empowering his gold mining camp here with only 5 villagers on gold. Not sure if that's going to net him quite enough. Does he have... He's got pickaxe though. How many villagers on wood has he got? 6 plus... He's got 10 villagers on wood with a priest, so that should be enough for 2 docks worth of production here. And now basically OdinKing just needs to sit under his docks and attempt to lose this water as gracefully as possible here. But the big advantage that the triremes have is that they can sit outside this dock range and just move in and snipe. We're sort of seeing that happen. Nice micro from OdinKing to pull Swissboy back. Swissboy sort of getting a little bit overzealous there. And now OdinKing has pushed Swissboy back. And that's actually really big for OdinKing, but he still can't leave his docks just yet. He needs to stay under here. Nice micro yet again from OdinKing. There's a couple of very low HP boats here for OdinKing, but Swissboy with the impeccable micro, pulling the cabinets out. However, he is sitting underneath this dock fire. Cannot be quite doing that, getting a little bit out of position. Does decide to turn around, return fire here. We've got 7 trireme to 8 cabinets here. How is the base going for Swissboy? He's got a good amount of resources, 57 to 56 population. Nice micro yet again from both players here. And we are seeing Swissboy and OdinKing moving back and forth. We've got 9 trireme to 10 cabinet. And at this stage, the question is, what do you do here from Swissboy's perspective? You've kind of know that OdinKing's not going to leave his docks for quite some time, so you can, or at least he shouldn't be, so you can either go for the town center or you can go for the heroic age. And I like the heroic age here against Ra because getting Dionysus, getting out a couple of free Scala, there's basically net you a free win on the water without too much of an investment. We do see another dock coming down for OdinKing, which I do like quite a bit. Question is, what's he doing? He's still throwing villagers over onto wood, and he has still have a lot of villagers on this wood line here. As this game continues, as soon as these trees over here expire, this wood is going to be really bad. So OdinKing's going to have to redo his lumber camp there. Hopefully he realizes that. Meanwhile, OdinKing just staying nice and back here, playing around the Greek advantage quite well, I must say. And at this stage, as long as OdinKing doesn't lose too badly in these exchanges, he's going to be able to hold on to the water for long enough that it doesn't matter that he's going to lose his Ra, so he is going to be able to farm afterwards and keep playing in this game. Though Swissboy, if he wins it in the right way, does have a really sneaky mythic age timing that he can hit against the booming Ra. We'll see if he goes for that, but it's not a very known strategy. It is very, very good. There's the armory going up for OdinKing. Villagers now coming over onto the gold. How's the resources? Swissboy almost with enough food in the bank. This is the big thing that Swissboy's got going for him here. And sort of a big reason why OdinKing's still on the water is because he's actually got those extra fishing ship out. Now he's got such a huge amount of food. We do see that the cabinet's getting pushed back. We've got 17 trireme now, and OdinKing just gets completely shredded here because the concave there's just so much extra DPS while the cabinets come in. If you've got this many trireme attacking, it's just one extra volley, then the opponent is an extra, I can't do the math, 60 plus 30 something. It's an extra like almost 100 DPS really from just one volley extra. So you do win very, very nicely there. And we are seeing that Swissboy is putting the foot to the pedal here and is going to be able to clean up all of OdinKing's cabinets. The cabinets are stuck in the back. Only one dock here to help. And Swissboy will be able to click advance here if he's built the armory, which it looks like he hasn't. That's a little bit of a mistake there from Swissboy. At this stage, I do think, given how hard he's won the water, I think the best play here for Swissboy is to simply just armory, then second town center, then mythic age, then third town center, then push with Colossus. There's no way that OdinKing's going to be able to chase the Colossus timing push to Osiris with this extra food economy that Swissboy's got going for himself here. So it's going to be a very, very difficult time for OdinKing. And Swissboy's already getting his second town center. We also see OdinKing getting his own. He's actually also building a barracks, which is really, well, we're seeing Swissboy going for his third. So not quite sure. Oh, Dionysus is coming through. So he is doing this in the right, almost the right order. He might be doing it in the right order. No, he doesn't have the resources. So at this stage, what you do, because you've already got the fish here, you should get Persine. Oh, he doesn't have it. That's a big issue there. But you take a lot of these villagers off of wood, chuck them over onto food here, eat the pigs, and he's doing that. Chuck the market up, and then advance. This town center here costs him 700 resources, and he doesn't have the gold here. So instead of doing this town center, you get a market, you have an extra 300 resources, and you advance, and it's going to be a really strong timing, but he didn't do it. So bit of a chance here for OdinKing, who's actually spamming docks out over here, losing his fishing ship. There's Dionysus. We see the centaur get sniped here from the priest. As the third town center coming up now for OdinKing. And this dock going to go down. We do see this next dock going to get denied by the trireme, as Swissboy is trying to finish off the docks over here, but OdinKing is just being a little bit obnoxious with his docks, making sure that he keeps pumping them out. But not going to be the biggest of issues if OdinKing wants to invest back into the water here. It's not going to work out too well for him, that's for sure. You see the villagers moving into the corner here. What's he doing? Where are the villagers? Where are you going, bud? Just hanging? Oh, he's just hanging. Just having a little break. Resting his arm. They've been bashing against rocks all day, and there's the market going up, spamming it up as fast as he can. And here's the Persine has come through. Market just about to go up. Mythic Age will come through very shortly. I mean, you can also just go Artemis here as well. It's not a bad choice. Do we see a Hathor? Obviously not, because he still has to build farms. He does bank all this in. OdinKing not close. He's got a lot of food in the gold in the back. But Shadoof not quite in yet. It looks like OdinKing forgot his monument, so very low on the favor right now. These docks getting taken down. The Scarlet tanking the damage with 69% armor. He is going to easily tank those docks there, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the water. We just see this. Ooh, I like this. The Hydra's got two heads. There's a couple of deer he can kill, and he can get those extra heads as well if he wanted to. And the dock does end up going down. And do we see going Artemis here? Okay. There's nothing wrong with Artemis. I think it's a little bit less safe. And it does allow the Ra player to go Horus in the late game if they want to. Which then allows the Ra player to get Spear of the Horizon and Greatest of the 50 Spearmen, which can then deal with the Heliopolis. So then you're basically left with the only army composition you can build that's going to be able to make any sort of pushing is the Toxotes Tower Petropolis push, which is a little bit slow and it does work, but we'll see how it goes. We do see that the Hydra does pick this off. The fishing ships moving back over to the top of the map here. Rain coming down for OdinKing as the Hippocon coming in. And this is at 80% now, so he has blocked just a little bit as the Poseidon player, Swissboy, moving in with his Hippocon, going to hit this gold mine. He could build a fortress over here and deny this gold mine completely. Meanwhile, we've got walls coming up over this side. I love that play there from Swissboy. He can send his Hydra over here and start harassing these villagers. How many farms has he got? This is a lot of farms here. He's got a good amount, 23 farms in that rain. Oh, he's got even these ones as well, plus 5, so 28 farms there. And there's the heavy cavalry coming through for Swissboy. And we do have Chimera as well, but it looks like Swissboy's over-economized here. A little bit of an issue. I mean, he's got all of these trireme he needs to delete. A little bit of an issue. Pretty big issue. How's the armory upgrades looking? No armory upgrades. Let's see the text. Got coinage. We got heavy cavalry. We got Sekhmet coming through for OdinKing. There is shifting sands. Shifting sands plus villager push onto this town center. There's a ceasefire though. Then you follow that up with barracks spam around here, I guess. While the Hippocon getting completely destroyed here by these medium spearmen. Even though they are heavy, there's just too many spearmen there. And Swissboy still hasn't deleted all of his stuff yet. We do see the Hydra coming in, Fortress coming in. Oh, and this Hydra is gigantic now. 3 heads, 60 damage a shot here. Almost one hits the villagers. And the Chimera come in and start destroying these villagers with their own fire breath. Sekma coming through for OdinKing. He's building some priests out. He's got the Pharaoh coming over onto this location. Look at this Hydra doing bulk damage plus the 10 crush damage. Always forget about the crush damage. Does it add base damage? Yeah, so it's actually, I mean, this Hydra's getting completely destroyed, but the 3 heads actually 30 crush damage as well, right? Meanwhile, over on this bottom, these Hippocon are just kind of distracting the Spearmen. The Spearmen do nothing because the town center's here to defend. Villagers coming in to take this one down. Pharaoh on top of this these Chimera. There is a Scarab coming in as well. We've even got Thyroid coming in, showing a little bit of the Poseidon repertoire here. Chimera hit this, and they hit the village. Citadel coming down, but too little, too late. This game looks like it's one for the history books here, as the Citadel does fall down. And Swissboy's even got his own mini Colossus here as well in the Polyphemus, coming through, taking all these things down. Swissboy casts his ceasefire, grabs this town center, gonna feel very, very content with his position here. He's got Champion Hatyroi as well, or Champion Cavalry, more Chimera coming through. Still no armory upgrades for Swissboy though. That's a little bit of a mistake. How's he going for resources? He's got lots of resources, so he definitely should. There's his hack armor coming through. So there we go. It's finally on its way. Now Center will spawn, and then all of these cavalry units will pop in here. And at this point, these Hippocon, he should stop building Chimera and get Spirited Charge and Thracian horses as well, because there's no way that he can defend against this. We do see Osiris comes in though. It's a big tech advantage there now for OdinKing with the mummies, but he's only got 1 monument, which is not going to be enough. You might kill 1 Chimera before the mummy dies, or maybe 2 if you're lucky. The Thyroid Chimera running straight through the base of OdinKing. We'll see what he can do. He's just about to lose this Chimera to the priest there. He's got 8 priests here. That's 16 population compared to the Chimera, which are 4 population each, and he's got 2 left. So it's 8 population for the Chimera versus 20 population for those priests. So a big advantage there for Swissboy. Indeed, he can just delete the Chimera if he wants to as well. But there's Son of Osiris. Oh, I delete the Chimera and then just go pure cavalry here as well. But these villagers all falling. We're going to see these Chimera coming in. The mummy does hit one of them though. He gets the full HP one. Nice play there from OdinKing. The villagers over here are falling. You see the Son of Osiris hitting these villagers. Fortress coming up, but Swissboy taking this one slowly. We'll start building out some Heliopolis properly here. Catapult is in. He's trying to build up this wall to get the catapult to hit the town center down. Spearman just getting bashed away. And now you're just about to get gold starved. Looks like OdinKing's holding on up on this top area here. These spearmen doing work because there's no upgrades for the Hippocon just yet. No attempt at getting the big boy Hippocon here. And it might be time to build up some military barracks, or military academy, I should say. And then make some pacifist just to force the Ra player's hand here. That destruction by the Chimera there. Shifting Sands coming in for OdinKing. Wants to take down this town center if he can. We're seeing this catapult does die before the town center falls. It's one last hit. Down to 500 HP. Son of Osiris microing back here, and OdinKing in the 19th minute does end up tapping out. GG. Another Greek victory on Mediterranean for you guys. Really nice play from Swissboy. Played it pretty much perfectly in terms of the winning of the water there. And OdinKing even says, I'd preferred no gold mines. If you're on the YouTubes, we had a spawn of Painted Desert where OdinKing had 0 gold mines on his side of the map. So I decided to call a veto on that one. But if you enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch if you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.